know what remains. I seen love and fear were woven like they had always been. I called the grief devotion and mistook longing for a friend. I carried other voices and wore them as my skin, trying on their conclusions to understand where I'd been. But what was theirs was never mine, and what was mine stayed still, beneath the need to make things right, beneath the force of will. And slowly through the quiet, the threads began to part. Not everything I carried belonged inside my heart. Now I know what remains. Love was never fear, grief was never shame, and needing wasn't wrong, though I called it by another name. I know what remains. Not every thought was true, not every wound was you. As all the tangled stories fade, I know what remains. I searched inside the silence for meanings everywhere, built futures out of fragments and answers out of care. I tried to stop the leaving before it had begun, and held too tightly sometimes to what could not be won. But I can feel the difference now between protecting and control, between the ache of losing things and losing all my soul. And I don't need to borrow another pair of eyes to tell me who I am now or what survives, because I know what remains. Love can stand alone without demanding more, and sorrow doesn't mean that I am dying at the door. I know what remains. Not every fear is fate, not every no is hate, and even when the seasons change, something remains. Something remains. The stories can be spoken without becoming me. The feelings can be honored without defining what I see. And if I lose, I grieve, and if I grieve, I live, because the last thing I had to survive was belief.